Hi. All right, so we're going to go over slope, y-intercept, and how to find a line of an equation, okay? An equation, no, how to find the equation of a line. Mix that up. All right, so first, I'm going to go over y-intercept first. I know it's in the middle, but I want to do that one first because it's the easiest one. So you're always looking at your y-axis right here. This is everything that's going up and down, all right? It's vertical. This is your y-axis. All right, so wherever the line is touching on your y-axis, that is what your y-intercept is. So this right here is the point that the line is touching on the y-axis. So that means that our y-intercept is a 4. Okay, I'm going to look for another point right here. You need it perfectly intersecting. You see how that's not in the middle? That's not. You want it in between like a Q cross. Right? One is right here, one is right here. You can pick any 2 points you want. I'm going to pick these 2 points, and I'm going to find my slope. So I know that my line is going to the negative side, right? If it's to the left, that means it's going to be a negative slope. If it's going to the right, like this one, it's going to be a positive slope. So this one is a negative slope. I know I have rise over run, so I'm going to count my boxes from here to here. Okay, so going up on my y-axis, there's 2 boxes. So I'll have a 2 here. And then my run, which is my x-axis, is 1, 2, 3 boxes. So negative 2 over 3 is my slope, 4 is my y-intercept. So to make an equation of this line, you're just filling in y equals, and x goes here. Your m and your b are the only things that you need to plug in. So where m is, you have a negative 2/3. That's going to go here. Because as you discussed, m goes here. And then b goes where b is, which is a plus 4. It's plus 4 because this right here is a positive 4. Okay, so it's plus 4. This is my equation. I'm going to go to the next one. All right, same thing again. I'm going to identify my y-intercept first. It's the easiest one. It's this one, the 3. A common mistake a lot of people make is when they look for their y-intercept, they actually look on their x-axis. 2 is not your answer. 3 is. It has to be on this axis right here. All right, so our next one, we're going to find the slope. They already gave us 2 points, so that's perfect. Again, I'm counting from here to here, which is 1, 2, 3 boxes. I'm looking at these numbers right here. So that's 1, 2, 3. So it's a 3 over 1, 2. 3 over 2. Negative, because it's facing towards the left. And I'm going to plug it into my equation. So I have y equals negative 3 over 2x plus 3, because b is a positive 3. And this is my answer. I'm going to go to my next one. So this one is positive because it's facing the right. And again, I'm going to look at my y-intercept first, which is right here, which is a negative 1. Okay, I'm going to look for another point, which is literally right here. That means this is the easiest slope for me to find. It's 1 over 1. 1 over 1, which is 1. Okay, so I have y is equal to 1x minus 1. It is a minus 1 because b is a minus 1. So you're always going to put the sign of whatever is your y-intercept. So if your y-intercept is negative, you're going to write minus 1. If your y-intercept is positive, like this one, you're going to write plus whatever the number is. Okay, now let's do this one next. I'm going to look for my y-intercept first because it's the easiest. This right here is a 3, obviously because it's between 2 and 4. So my y-intercept right away is 3. And again, I have these 2 points made for me already. So that's 1, 2 over 1. 2 over 1 is my slope. So I have y equals, again, m is 2 over 1, like we discussed. So that's just good old 2. And then 3 is positive 3, so I have to write plus 3. Okay, that is how you do this. All right, so what you guys are going to do next, this was my refresher, is this Google Forms page right here. Again, I'm going to go over what I want so that way you guys make no mistakes. First name, last name, you guys know how to do that, comma. All right, this one is asking you what is the slope. I'm sorry, let me zoom in They're asking, what is the slope of this line? So they're asking for the slope. Again, you're going to find your 2 points. One point is right here. Another point is right here. So if I count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes. So I have 5 over 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5/4. But again, remember, look at the direction it's going in. It's going towards the left side. So my slope is -5/4. So the way that I want you to type it in this Google form is literally just type -5/4, just like that. Okay, I literally just gave you the answer. Please, please, please be watching this video and pay attention so you get one answer right. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next one. What is the y-intercept? So again, you have this point right here. This one is your y-intercept. So 5, just literally type in the number 5 alone. That's your y-intercept. That is the answer. That's how I want it. All right, that goes for all of them. They're all like this. What is the equation for this line? So I just found out that my slope up here is -5/4. My y-intercept is 5. So if I put those two together, I have y is equal to -5/4 x plus 5. It's a plus 5, right? Yeah, because that's +5. Let's see if that's an answer choice. -5/4 x plus 5. This one would be my answer. Okay, let's see. Same thing. You're doing the same thing. You're finding the slope first, which again, you're counting 1, 2, 3 over whatever amount that is. You're just typing that in. Tell me what my y-intercept is. Again, you're just typing in the number. What is the equation of the line? I gave it multiple choice, so it's easier. Let me see. Slope, y-intercept again. Finding the slope for this one. Finding the equation. All right, so this one, where's the equation alone? I'm asking what is the slope of this equation. So again, remember, whenever you see an equation, your slope is always the number that's next to your variable, which is going to be this -3. You want to make sure you take in the sign in front of it as well. So your answer here would be a -3. Okay, it's an easy one. I don't want you to get it wrong. The y-intercept for this graph, you guys know how to do that one. You should know how to do that one. Slope. I'm going to go all the way down to the equations again. So again, your y-intercept, when you're looking at an equation, you have y equals mx plus b. M will always be your slope. B, which is a constant, it's by itself, it's not next to a variable, will always be your y-intercept. So please be careful. It's not always going to be in this perfect order. Sometimes it's going to be mixed up. You want to be careful which number you choose as your slope and y-intercept according to the question. Okay, so again, quick hint, we have y-intercept of this equation right here. The y-intercept will be the number that is alone, which is a -14. All right, you're going to go over all of these questions, answer every single one, and you're going to submit it at the end. Okay, and that's all there is to it. That's all you got to do today. Hope that makes sense.